Assassin's Creed 3. Und damit heiße ich euch willkommen zu einem neuen Let's Play Assassin's Creed 3. Wir starten gleich los. Ich habe schon mal einen also ich habe schon mal ein bisschen angefangen. Wir nennen uns natürlich, ich heiße, obwohl nein, wir nennen Bo.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Jo! Schön. Das ist der 10., 31.12. Okay.
We're here.
Ein bisschen spät, was jetzt angeht, weil das Datum, die wollten ja irgendwo am 12. Am 12., 21.12. Oder war das die Uhrzeit? Ne, das kann nicht die Uhrzeit sein, das war ein Datum. Gott, sehe ich hässlich aus.
Let's go.
Wann soll wir da gehen? Alles klar. Ja, Assassin's Creed 3. Wird lustig. Kann ich schon so viel sagen. Und Gott. Warum tragt ihr alle Sachen? Mal ein bisschen vorlesen. Okay, keine Hoffnung. Goldener Apfel. Warum soll der No Hope stehen?
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Okay. Achso, das war jetzt nur der Zwischenraum zum Laden, okay. Kletteraktion oder was?
I think we're here.
Irgendwo finde ich es lustig. Nein, ich hab ja nicht verloren. Nein, nicht. Geh wieder ran, geh wieder ran. Na gut. Kommt ihr? Sind die schon vor? Ach, keine Ahnung. Uah. Woher weiß ich überhaupt das alles? Ich meine, jetzt mal wirklich, ich bin hier zum ersten Mal hier und schon weiß ich ja, das tut mir leid, weil es sehr viel gehen oder die Strecke oder Recke. Das ist, weil ich vor kurzem erst aufgestanden bin und da ich gestern kein Video rausgebracht habe, musste ich einfach heute. Außerdem, viele wollten mein Erklärungsvideo nicht mehr. Habe ich mir angesehen. Werde ich dann wohl lassen. Jetzt mal ist eine 10 da. Das hat echt schweigen.
You must find the key.
Welchen Schlüssel denn? Was für ein Schlüssel?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Hopp. Okay, das ist einfach.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Alles klar, ein bisschen Klettern üben, ja. Hepp und hepp und hepp und hepp und hepp. Okay, rüber, zack, rauf. Ein bisschen rüber klettern. Wie stark bin ich denn bitte? Ich bin ja fast wie eine Scheibenkleistermaschine. Nein, das nicht, aber gut. Hüpp. Na komm. Zack, zack. Zack, zack. Hochgehen. Außerdem, ich möchte mal kurz so sagen, das wird kein Blindspiel. Ich werde zwar sagen, wann es ein Blindspiel wird, aber ja. Naja. Bup, bup, bup. Zack und zack. Schade, dass ich kein, nicht Walljump, sondern einen Wallrun machen kann.
Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Ich werfe auf ihn. Nein. Noch nicht.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Okay, das habe ich anscheinend nicht geschafft. Oder? Ich fühle mich irgendwie so zur Hälfte wie Spider-Man. Ich weiß nicht warum. Kann vielleicht daran liegen, weil ich ein Junge bin. Also so ein Teenager-Junge.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Okay. Volle Synchronisation. Volle Synchronisation. Volle Synchronisation. Okay. Ich möchte übrigens sagen, ich bin kein 100%.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Okay. Wir haben eine Einladung gekriegt anscheinend.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ich kann anscheinend nicht rein.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seat.
Okay, wir können unseren Sitz finden. Wir sehen sehr adlig natürlich aus.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Okay, vorsichtig durch.
My apologies.
Es tut mir leid. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Es tut mir leid. Sehr, sehr leid. Fertig.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Ich drücke gerade Knöpfe, weil ich sehe ihn. Ach da.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
Da lang.
Already have.
Sir, Black Mall at St. Word of Trial comes on in the afternoon, and she also will order matters so as to bring her off.
Okay, so.
1,000 pardons.
Es tut mir sehr leid. Es tut mir leid. Es tut mir sehr leid. Es ist eine Entschuldigung. Es tut mir leid, dass ich ein Arschloch bin. Ich muss ein Arschloch sein. Endlich darf ich. So, und hier kommt der unlogische Teil. Wie kann man mich jetzt nicht klettern sehen? Seht mich mal. Guck mal, hier sitzen alle. Die könnten mich von dort hinten beim Anfang des Kletterns sehen. Die auch jetzt. Gut, die beiden. Hi. Bin ich eine Assassine überhaupt? Nee, der war keine Assassine, der war glaub mal. Ja, egal. Hi! Jetzt mal ehrlich, ich glaube mal die Leute hier sind ziemlich Banane. Oh Gott, hier kommt mein lustigster Teil. Okay, das wird jetzt der unlogischste Teil der Welt. Okay, chill. Kann ich nach oben? Nein. Wie auch immer ich diesen Sprung geschafft habe. Ich bin der Meister des Springens, des Kletterns.
You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Ooh.
Come, please!
That man there! Seize him!
Whatever's happened?
A man was killed in the upper balcony.
I beg your pardon. No pushing. The corridor is closed. Patience, please! Let us out!
There is no danger!
Up there!
Wo laufe ich da bitte schneller?
It happened right at that balcony.
What are those men doing in there?
Out of the fucking way!
Move! Move! Imbecile!
Wo laufe ich da bitte schneller?
Where are you going?
Autsch, ey, Arschlöcher. Kommt her, ich tagge euch. Ich tagge euch. Du zuerst. Fuck off.
You search down there. Very well. If you find anyone, give a shout.
Genau. Out of the way. Out of my fucking way. Komm, Freedom. Übrigens, ich werde nur eine Mission pro Sache aufnehmen.
Rather dull, truth be told.
Ich erkläre nach der Sequenz.
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, we'll want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Gut, und damit... Sagen wir es mal so... Ich werde immer nur eine Mission pro Folge aufnehmen. Bedeutet, ich werde jetzt diese Folge beenden. Obwohl es ein bisschen zwar komisch klingt, aber ihr werdet es verstehen. Ich werde nämlich am Start das machen. Also dann... Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Bis dann.